Dwarf Fortress, Histories of Gluttony and Determination. We're back. Hopefully, third time's the charm. This should be the third time that I've tried to do episode 3. Keep accomplishing like half an hour to an hour of work, and then I go look at the recording and it's completely borked. One of them failed to save at all. The last one I'll put up, but it's going to be completely silent. Audio never recorded, so I think I'll put it up as like just 3 beta or something like that. I don't know. Let's get back into the game. A bunch has happened since the last time I talked in a video. But the most important thing that happened, where we ended the last video, hopefully, this is some occupations. Good, we're paused. So we're down here in the main room. We've got our stockpile with everything in it, our stockpile with wood in it. We actually need to make another one. I'm just going to make one while I'm here. Shift moves 10 at a time. And there should be another wood stockpile. Where's wood? W. Yeah. Escape. Q. Look at this one. Yeah, that's a wood stockpile. Good. Space for all that wood. So, what have we done since the last time? Dug out here. This is our general meeting area. We got... I'm going to put a dining room in here once I get rolling on making tables and chairs. There's a general stockpile full of all our stuff. We got a food stockpile, our kitchen and our still and our farmer's workshop. We've got our carpenter's workshop and a wood furnace and a smelter and wood stockpile. This is our little dump zone full of stuff. And then there's a donut here. And we'll go over what the donut's doing here in just a minute. Our farms, growing stuff, things are happening. So, I think at the end of episode 2, we had discovered damp stone down here, right? Escape. Okay. What that means is we have an aquifer here. And if we dig into the aquifer, we get water. Just limitless amounts of water pouring in from all sides. Obviously, we can't build there, right? We can't really dig into it. There's not much we can do. It's just gonna fill, pour a hole, and be completely useless. What we can do is dig this donut. And I think I might be able to send someone down here to channel. We'll see. If not, I'll move over somewhere like where I'm not using a bunch of space. Maybe I'll just move out one more. Even further up to like here where I can dig a sizable tower and plug it down. What I want to do is, you'll notice we have dug out this section, and then these dots mean that's space, as you can see on the right. So we got empty space around this platform here, which is actually a sizable plug. I'm clearing out empty space here. I'll clear all this out and leave... Maybe I'll put a floor like right there. I'll just leave the stair or something. Channel out, so we'll have a huge plug, and what we can do is remove that stair. I'm gesturing, but you can't see it. What you do is remove that chair, and then, or that floor, or that stair, and the entire plug will drop down into the aquifer and fill it up. So that's something I spent most of the last episode on. What else has happened? Our sheep died. They starved to death because I didn't put them outside. So I made a pasture area out here just so that the animals could eat. I'll probably have to make a bigger one and plot it out a little better. Make a couple of them, roof it because it's going to snow, and I'll want to have, you know, interior space where they can be. The other thing that happened, I don't know if there's any of them still left, is we got some migrants came in, probably from the mountain home, heard about our fortress, and wanted to join. And because of that, you'll notice now we have 12 people idle, which is more than the total population the last time we spoke. So before we get much of any more work done, I'm going to switch over into Dwarf Therapist. And we'll look at all these jobs that we have set for people and all of the labors that are allowed and what skills everyone has. And then we will go through and assign jobs and labors, and I'll be right back when I have those sorted out. Okay, I have made whole bunches of changes. You can see them all highlighted in orange. There's also listed over here on the right what all changes have been made. I've added some stuff, removed some stuff. Added gem setting and bone carving to my doctor. Took wood hauling, stone hauling, and construction away from that miner. The big changes I made, I noticed that our prize miner here is also expedition leader, who happens to have all of the skills I want my broker to have. And I can't really have the broker be a miner, because then she'll be digging holes when I want her to trade with the caravans. So we had to take that away, and then put some useless, like, hanging around the base type labors. So she's also our ashery worker. You know what, let's add soaping too. Why not? Making ash, making soap. It's fine. Stuff, so I gave this random farmer mining, took away wood cutting, and they will just be a miner. Oh, they're beekeeper. Is that right? Huh. Well, I don't really have any bees. I haven't made a hive or anything. We'll deal with that at some point. Maybe. Let's see, I gave this person... So I bet improve the amount of masons I've got going on, so people will be stone crafting. Added extra animal care people. Filled out this. So I fleshed out a whole bunch of stuff so that I've got as many labors as possible open, and commit changes. And now hopefully we'll have a somewhat more functional fortress. Okay, back into the game. Where on earth was I? I don't know. We got all these migrants. You know what? Let's keep quarrying, because we're gonna need lots of stone. Lots and lots of stone. So much stone. And channel here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to channel underneath. People might drown. Find out the fun way. We're also going to have them mostly sleeping down here. So this room is going to be full of beds. Let's make a bedroom. Use plus and minus to resize. Start that big. Enter. And now you can assign it. You can make it a free bed. Turn it into a barracks or a dormitory. Make it bigger or smaller. Give it a name. Let's just make it our dormitory for right now. Do I have more beds? No. No, I don't. Okay. Now I'm all flustered. Once I figure out where I'm going next, I'll be right back. Okay. A little less flustered. A little better idea of what I'm doing. So, all that talk about a broker, and what I did not do, is build a trade depot. And what good is a broker if I have nowhere to trade? Trade depot is a capital D, which is important. So there's a space, we'll put it there. And we need to make it out of some blocks. Let's not make it out of charcoal, because we'll be using that stuff. Phyllite. Ooh. I wonder if you can smelt it. Let's just do it out of gabbro. Actually, that's a good question. Can you smelt it? Where is my smelter? No. Escape. Q. Kitchen, farmer's workshop, still, carpenter, wood furnace, smelter. You can melt metal stuff, but I don't think you can smelt whatever that stuff was. Okay. Looks like there's new animals. Yeah. There's a keet and a lamb. Oh, a lamb! Yes! Now I just need a ram. And we can get our sheep back. I don't know what a keet is. Got our guinea cocks, so... And then if we can, pen and pasture, can we also make this an animal training zone? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Good deal. Be right back in a sec. Okay. And I am back. Made some choices, made some decisions, and we'll go over what I've got planned out, and then we'll start it running. So, yeah, still paused. Good. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep doing that until I've got other plans set up. Out here is where I wanted to put that pasture, because when trading caravans come in, they're probably going to come from over here and run in, and I don't want my pasture right next to the entrance. I want it over here. So we're going to build a wall probably there-ish, and then on the level up, move up a level. We're going to also build walls up around here so that things can't get in, and maybe even on the level above that, just to make sure that everything's fully cleared out. Have our farms aren't doing a whole lot. I'm going to send some people out to gather plants because I want to keep our farms rolling. Nothing happening on this layer. Here, channeling all this out, and then I'm going to dig out a couple of rooms here for offices, because we're going to need a couple nobles here in a moment. We'll get to those when that is rolling. These bedrooms are going to be for the same thing. There will be stairs up and down there, and this is just a hallway to get into there. I'm going to actually dig all of this out and then carefully channel back and forth through here. It's going to reduce the amount of plug that we've got to work with, but I think we'll be able to make it work. So, all that being laid out, let's get things going. Start looking at where people are headed. So, there's a bunch of people not doing much. Let's see about designating for plants, P. And maybe just gather this area. Yeah, there's some plants. So, hopefully people will start picking some plants. We'll be able to go somewhere with that. I did ask to chop down a tree here, so that's going to keep people busy packing in all the wood. I was looking at it. We've got a lot of cool trees up here. So there's pine, and let's go to actually checking it out. There's pine here, which is neat. There's plum, which might produce fruit. Cedar, more plum, pecan. So we might actually be able to go picking and get, fruit and nuts and stuff, and that would be kind of nice. Everyone's gathering their things. I got that guy picking plants over here, which is a good deal. Hopefully... No, we have 2 people mining, and we have 2 people who are approved miners, so that should be working. Oh! Tanzanite. Huh. Wonder if I can do anything with that. I wonder if I can smelt Tanzanite. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do. P... Can be pretty sizable here. That is going to be specifically for seeds. Not for animals. I think it's under food. It is not for... What is it? Is it F for to forbid? No, 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 no. Plants, but I don't really want any plant stuff. We don't want drinks. We don't want cheese. We do... Yeah. Seeds. And that way, that keeps... Yeah. So that way we just have seeds in there. And that keeps all the seeds kind of in a separate place. And on that note, let's come over here and actually forbid seeds. Because that way, all the seeds get moved up to by the farms where they'll actually be useful. Looks like we have somebody building this trade depot. Excellent. I don't think we'll have anything to put in there when the caravan comes, which is a shame. Good, good. Got our miner over here clearing out all of the ramps so that animals can't escape. Clearing out that area there. Inappropriate dig site. Whatever. But he's getting a drink. It's fine. Where is my carpenter's workshop? What we need to do... Actually, can tables be made out of stone? Do I have a lot of stone? I got a lot of wood. Thing is, we want some tables, which is T. 2, 3, 4, 5 tables for our dining room there. And then 2 more tables for our offices. Right? This is going to be great once we have offices. Do I have a mason's workshop? No, I don't. Let's do that. Let's build a workshop for an M Mason. We'll put it right there. And make it out of sure gabbro. I've got tons of it. Okay. So, I have a mason's workshop here, and once that's built, which it's just about ready, good, it's done. What we can build in here is some thrones, C for chair. We can only plot out, I think, 10 before we run out of space. We'll be able to do a better job once we get a... We got one guy there. That's dug out. Okay. This is dig out. So the thing about this game, in case you haven't figured it out yet, is that it depends pretty heavily on getting everything done all of the time. So we're just going to kind of keep rolling. There's just too much to do, not enough time. And the caravans are coming. So here's the game, doing stuff, and I'm having a good time. I hope it's interesting to watch. I'm gonna let these guys just kind of, and girls, let these dwarves do their dwarfly thing. Ooh, you know what I can do? Build. Capital C construction. W wall. Walls are specified using the U, K, M, and H keys. So we'll use K to make it wide, right? Because we want it to come pretty much across there, I think. Let's do there. And so what we need to do at this point now is specify what it's made out of. And we need one item per every square that we want taken up. Fill it with gabbro. This to be a safe location. And we also need to designate a tree to chop down. Meh. Nah. So we'll just plan the wall out across the way here. Not out of charcoal, because we need to use that stuff. Not out of wood, because wood goes towards other things. So as soon as we pierce this, yeah, I'll have to wait. Okay. Well, let's leave space to move in and out for right now. I'm going to close it up in a minute. We'll let that tree be part of it. It's kind of cool. Okay, so folks are coming along to build. Some folks are moving things. It's good. It's good. Guys making tables. Which, by the way, we have tables, so we should place them. Let's put it right here. Sure. Build a table. Oops, not a bad table. Out of large. Right in the middle of the room. Oh, that's all the tables we got. Alright. So there's where we're at. And I will bring you back when something else is happening. Guess I shouldn't sing along to the music because I put it in later and I don't really know where I'm gonna sync it. Wah, wah. Back for the end of the episode. I had to end on something and I'm just kind of putzing around and the question is where do I stop? So I'm gonna stop with noble assignment. Nobles are people who make ridiculous demands and make your life miserable by needing stupid shit all the no. Nobles fill important roles in the community. And for example, the expedition leader who's in charge of stuff, they eventually get upgraded to a mayor and a baron and a count and if you get really big, they can become the king and the mountain home moves here and ugh. Militia commander is in charge of military stuff. The sheriff and the hammerer handle internal peacekeeping. The manager allows you to do a lot of really important job stuff. Chief medical dwarf is in charge of keeping people not sick. The broker trades, and the bookkeeper counts how much stuff you have. And those two are really important here coming up in a moment. I also really want a manager. So if we can, I want to see if I can make our expedition leader. I know I wanted to be the broker. Right, that was definitely a thing. And it tells you, you know, who's got what skills relevant to it. That's definitely a thing we wanted. The manager, I don't even know if there are relevant skills. I think organizer? But I think I can make this one person handle all of them, because the manager, the broker, and the, well, I kind of want the, let's have it be the doctor. Who else? You know what? Let's go back to dwarf therapist. Boop! And look, well, before we do anything, read the dwarves, get up to date. Who's got what skills? Who's doing what? So, we have assigned the leader and the broker. That's what we wanted. I need to assign a manager and... Who's got organizer? Nobody has organizer. So it doesn't matter who I assign. It could be anybody. I need a manager, right? Yep. And we need a broker, so we want someone who counts things. Be an appraiser. Back out of there. Not a broker, a bookkeeper. Are there relevant skills? Not that anyone has. So, who is the least useful elsewhere? Care labels. Right now it's the chief medical dwarf, but... Well... I mean... Yeah. Bookkeeper and manager don't take a whole lot of time. They take a bit, but they don't take a whole lot. They don't take all the time. So, let's make that be our chief medical dwarf. Both of those, the bookkeeper, the doctor, right, who has needs, and the manager also be the doctor, who has needs. So now we see that most of them don't have requirements, demands, or mandates, but the manager and the bookkeeper have requirements. So if we go to, I think it's enter to see what they need. Yeah, and show what they need. Needs an office. A meager office for both of these positions. Okay, well I've got these two spaces that I was going to make into office places. I think you need the chair to make an office. I'm also putting chairs in the dining room here. Anytime you have a chair made out of stone, it's called a throne. Q, not one, Q. Building, oh I think, yeah, it's a throne. R to make a dining room. So here, while I'm here, we'll make a dining room. About that big. Cool. People can meet in the dining room. So once these chairs get built, we'll take the one on the left there and assign it. And it doesn't need to be quite that big. And that's good, right? Because what happens if I... Then it takes over the wall in between them, and that's kind of... So I'll make it that big. Space at the front's not actually part of it, but that's fine. Assign it, oops, what happened? Yeah, assign it to the doctor, manager, broker, it's going to be the same. So now they have a study or an office there, where they can also eat, should they get hungry and need to eat. And N, that meets the requirements. Has a meager office. Perfect. So, the final thing we'll do, we take the bookkeeper settings, and we are going to set it to the highest precision. And this is pretty much going to take over their day for a while. But once it's done, it only needs to be updated so often, and it means that we always know how much stuff we have. So there goes the bookkeeper, sitting in there, doing their thing. And then we'll know how much stuff we have and what to do with everything. I also built stairs up to here. I'm going to declare this a pasture here in a moment so that we can move our animals over there. They're tearing it up out here. Have to move them back and forth a couple times. Bags of seeds. Stuff is looking good. And that should really cover it for this episode. So we've got our nobles assigned. They're counting away. The one other thing, we have a manager who has an office, which means that I can go into the jobs screen. Now I can go to the manager screen, and I can queue order stuff. I need something done. What do we need done? We need chairs. No, not charcoal. I mean, we do need charcoal, but chair, you know. We can make a wooden chair, but all of our... That's right, they're made out of stone. So they're called thrones. I don't really have metals to do it out of, so let's just do a rock throne. And we'll make 2 more to fill out that table. We can also queue up. I kind of want more beds. I want like 6 more beds. And now the manager will go back to their office, verify these jobs, and then they will go into the job list here, and someone who's available to will go through and take care of it. It's pretty excellent, I think. It's how I do most of my ordering once I've got a manager. So from there, I'm just going to kind of work for a bit, and I think I will start the next episode when I'm ready to drop the plug on the aquifer. Alright, see you soon.